Hey songwriters, welcome back to another edition of At Home Songwriting. I'm Chad Shank, and today we're talking about writing lyrics to a melody. I know a lot of you have been messaging me and putting in the comments that you really want more videos on how to put lyrics to melody, so I'm going to try to do my best. This is something that takes a lot of practice, and it takes more thought than you originally think, because if you don't set it correctly, your lyrics become less believable and they can sound awkward and not conversational. So I'm going to do my best to try to give you my take on how I think about it, and hopefully you can think about it as well. And I have my songwriting pups with me today too, Jake and Joey. So hopefully they let us get through this. So let's check it out. So one of the first things that you should remember about melody is that it's made up of two things, and that's rhythm and pitch. And I've mentioned it before here on the channel, but one of the things that lyrics have is rhythm, and they sort of have pitch as well, because we don't speak monotone, and sometimes the accents of our speech are actually higher in pitch than the rest of the unstressed syllables. So we had another video about counting syllables, and you should go back and watch that as well, because I talk about the syllable patterns and how the patterns in the lyrics will add up to match with the lyrical pattern within your melody. So again, melody is built on pitch and rhythm. So the steps that I usually think about if I write a melody first, and full disclosure, I feel like I write better songs when I write the melody first, because when I write the lyrics first, I tend to find that I come up with really boring melodies because my lyrics don't follow the strongest rhythmic patterns. And one of the ways that I could remedy this, and you could remedy this as well, is you could write to a rhythmic pattern from the very beginning and fit your lyric to that rhythmic pattern. So what is a rhythmic pattern? So a rhythmic pattern is like dum da da dum da da dum. Dum da da dum da da dum. So that is a pattern that is stressed and unstressed syllables. So if I don't write my lyrics to that, when I go to write a melody, it will pretty much wander a lot, and it won't sound as concise and honestly professional as if I would write to that rhythm first. So when you think about fitting lyrics to a melody, what you're actually doing is you're fitting your rhythm or the stress pattern of the melody to the stress pattern of the lyric. So I'll say that again. You're fitting the stress pattern of the melody to the stress pattern of the lyric. And so what is that stress pattern of the melody? Well, the stressed notes within a melody are the notes that fall on the strongest beats. And when we're talking 4/4 time, your strongest beats are the 1, the 3, followed by the 2 and the 4. So your 1, your downbeat, is the most powerful beat that you have. So if you put an unstressed lyrical syllable on that downbeat, you a lot of times are going to start off on the wrong foot, and it's going to sound extremely unnatural, and your listener is going to instantly sort of be put off by that. And I wish I could find the relaxation level of Jake back there right now. Now that we've established that there's stressed notes and there's stressed syllables and unstressed notes and unstressed syllables, and those should match, this is where the work comes into play. So once you have a melody or a melodic motif that you're working with, you sort of have to listen to it over and over again and see where the melody is falling within your measures to determine what are the stressed notes. But the first thing you should do is get that rhythmic pattern in your head until you sort of remember it so you can start writing lyrics to it. So, if you don't want to dive super deep into looking at music theory and looking at sheet music, like I can't read music, so sheet music doesn't really do much good for me. So, I have to sense everything sort of by ear. Even though your DAW, if you're recording in a DAW like Logic or Pro Tools or Cubase or Reaper, there's a ton of other ones, but if you're recording there, a lot of them will show you your melody, and you can kind of see what notes are falling on your beats. And the thing about beats is the division works regardless of if you're talking about the quarter notes in the measure, the eighth notes in the measure, or the 16th notes in the measure. The highest level help that I can give you without getting too surgical is you really need to pay attention to the pattern of the melody from a rhythm standpoint, and then try to get lyrics that fit that from a lyric standpoint. So if your melody in your music or your melody period has a dum da da dum da da dum da dum da da dum da da dum da. So dum da 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 da. Your strong notes are falling on those beats, right? So your lyric, then you just kind of have to play with it and say like, so let me think about that. That's dum da da dum da 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 dum da da dum da 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 da. Don't waste my time with your worries. Don't waste my time when you worry. Don't break my heart if you hurt me. And you really have to just play with it. Like, sometimes I think we're looking for like a quick fix. And with fitting these things, it takes, I call it massaging it until you get it right so it sounds natural. So if it's dum da da dum da da dum da, the dum is stressed and the das are unstressed. So dum da da dum da da dum da. So it would be, so you want a powerful word on that first dum. So take what you want when you leave me. Take what you want when you leave me. So take, want, leave. Take what you want when you leave me. Take what you want when you leave me. But what if you don't want to start on the downbeat? So then if, let's say you start on the second beat, so it'd be take what you want when you leave me. Take what you want when you leave me. Take what you want when you leave me. Or if we want to speed it up, take what you want when you leave me. Take what you want when you leave me. Da 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 dum da da dum da da dum da. So the key and what you really need to be trying to do is focus on the rhythm of your melody, because that rhythm of the melody directly will marry to the rhythm of the lyric. And it's so important. And the thing is, you kind of need to do this and just practice it. Like, there's nothing that I can say that can help you understand what it sounds like unless you are actually trying it. So that's my homework for you is, if you come up with a melody first, don't worry about the notes. Figure out what that pattern is, and then try to write lyrics to that pattern. And most of us in the past have written to patterns, common meter, like Mary Had a Little Lamb. We're used to like limerick patterns. There's all these things that we see in nursery rhymes ever since we're kids. So we're used to writing in those patterns. But where it's interesting, and sort of where the trick comes in, is if you're writing that melody first, and your melody maybe doesn't follow the traditional, Mary Had a Little Lamb, structure. So That's my advice for you, is to really take that rhythm of your melody, if you write the melodic motif first, and then fit that to the same lyrical pattern. I know that sounds over simple, but it sounds easy. It's a simple concept, but in practice, it just takes time. So I'm giving you permission to screw it up, and I'm giving you permission that it's okay to start over, and it's okay if it doesn't work the first time. Just keep trying it, and I promise you that just practicing this skill will help you improve as a songwriter tenfold. So hopefully this is helpful. I'll try to do some more videos where I show you how I write my songs, to help you understand my thought process. Because again, I don't read music and I don't write music out on, staff paper or anything. So it's all by ear for me. So I know theory, but I know a lot of you don't. So I want to make sure that I'm showing you ways that you can think about this in a more easy step. So hit me up in the comments, send me a message. Let me know if this is helpful at all, because I think sometimes just going back to the foundations really makes a big difference. So hopefully you enjoy these videos. If you do, hit subscribe, hit like. It helps other songwriters find the material. And I just appreciate you hanging out with me for a little bit. So I'm Chad Shank with At Home Songwriting, and we'll see you at the next video.